This ain't fucking working for me, motherfucker. Oh. It's not fucking working. And the belief is, it's not gonna work for me. This is not gonna work for me. So this belief plays into every element of my life, like literally. Oh, shit. This belief has meant that I waste a lot of time. This belief has meant that not only do I waste time, I stop myself from doing stuff, I stall, I sleep, and I research. So let me explain. I have spent a fantastical amount of time, we're just gonna go with that word, right? Amount of time making stuff happen. Or at least, I don't like the word trying, because as long as you're doing something towards what you want, you're doing it. It's not really trying, but anyway, for the purpose of this, let's just say trying. And what happens to me, I go full throttle in with whatever I want to happen, right? And sometimes it just doesn't pan out the way I want it to pan out. It could be as simple as going to make a video and the words don't come out, or it could be trying to line up my business. When I had my workshops externally, it would be going to a new organisation and pitching my workshop to whichever client, whichever housing association or whatever, and it not working out, right? And I would put all my energy behind the pitch, the wording. I would make sure I find you've got the right contact person, you've livened up yourself, you've got all the energy, and it just wouldn't play out. And every time something didn't work out, I would just basically just keep going with it, just keep pushing through with it, right? And then I'd have things whereby I just didn't try. When I went to get my first business account, my business bank, I should stop fidgeting really. That's quite a difficult one for me to do. When I went to get my first business bank account, I kind of just rocked up there. I didn't have no ID. I didn't know what to expect. I had nothing. I just kind of walked in there and was like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. And I got the business account. I didn't have nothing from HMRC. I didn't have nothing. I just walked in and said, and it happened. And I've had a good few circumstances in my life whereby I just rock up unprepared for whatever it is, and it happens. And so one of the things that I realised, especially last year, because last year was kind of disjointed for me, so there were so many nice moments, but I've kind of stalled on particular things that I've wanted to do and done something else. And so one of the things that I wanted to create for this year was a flow to what I was doing and what I wanted to create, and so on and so forth. Anyway, after the day before a period, I had another fantastical breakdown around what I want to achieve and why I'm not going to achieve it. Basically, that's what I was saying to myself. And after coaching from my daughter, and she was saying stuff, and I realised I was getting really triggered by the stuff that she was saying, and the stuff that she was saying was all true. It was just absolutely true. About how I'll come up with an idea and then I'll just sabotage it just like that. I'll create something and I'll delete it, like I am now. I'll put something out and then I'll mash up the whole thing. I'll put the word out and then I'll hide, cancel, or whatever else. And so what came up for me was the belief, like, it's not gonna work. You don't think it's gonna work, like really and truly, you don't think it's gonna work. And the reason for this is because when I go for something, I go hard for the thing that I go hard for. And the things that I go hard for don't pan out in the way that I wanna pan out, or pan out at all. And then the things that I kind of flippantly go, this would be a good idea, they work out. And so when I think about creating a life that I love and all of that type of stuff, it scares me a bit, because the planning that goes into that, my life hasn't worked where I necessarily need a plan. I kind of come up with ideas and that is the plan, the idea, and then I might speak to one person and then just like magic, it works. Anyway, so as I try to get a bit more consistent and want more of a flow, I see that it needs more of a plan for it to be consistent, for it to play out. And then you have like the sayings, what's for you is for you, and what's not for you is not for you. One door closes, another door opens. It gets a bit conflicting and confusing. And I suppose what's really going on for me is there's always something underlying in how you're executing your life, right? And so the reason I say that's my biggest belief is because life keeps moving, and as I keep moving forward, I think what's happened in the last few weeks is I find myself really distracted. I find myself getting onto the research bug again. Like, I realise research is a way for me to not be in action. I can research myself right back out of the thing that I wanted to do. I've got some stuff I want to take for the boot sale, and I just think, am I going to make any money? And I will set up this boot sale with hangers and bows, and you know, I've done a boot sale before and I did make money. But I suppose because of this belief now, and say setting up on eBay and things didn't work, or I sold one item, I've just been slowly regressing and telling myself, well, it's not gonna work, and what is for you is what is for you, and it just wipes me out of all action. It's just like, I'm not gonna action this because it's not gonna work. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. The point. The point is, you have to be able to uncover what is underlying, like how you're truly living. I feel like I'm wonky now, in the wrong place. I've been watching it back because it's so annoying me, this video. So disjointed, it doesn't work. The point is, uncover what is underlying, what is not propelling you forward, which is making you regress, giving you speech impediments, yeah? Uncover that shit, okay? And then you will be able to propel forward. Follow me. I don't know how to do all these hand signs now. Follow me on Instagram, Azania Love _. And until next time, uncover your beliefs.